So Dave, for the British athletes this year, of course, Rio is the looming target on the horizon. The men have got to break 2:14 to get the qualifying time. The women have got to break 2:31. And there are 2 men and 2 women running this year's race, the Brits, who have already got those qualifying times. All they've got to do is finish in the first 2. Let's look at the men first. Scott Overall, very experienced, ran that very fast marathon, 2:10 in Berlin 3 or 4 years back. And Callum Hawkins, of course, has also got the qualifying time, with Chris Thompson sort of the lingering threat.
If we take Scott Overall and go back 4 years ago, 2:10.55 in Berlin, was selected for the Olympics in London, didn't maximise the opportunity, went through the motions, and actually has done very little since then until Berlin 2015, when again he ran a qualifying time. The question is whether he can finish first or second in London with the Brits. There's a big British contingent here, and there'll be people who haven't got qualifying times who will be trying to qualify. Callum Hawkins, again, strong athlete, got the qualifying time, not quite as fast as Scott, but I think that he has an opportunity to be first or second here, and I could quite easily see him qualifying for Rio. But then of all the other outsiders, and there's a number, Johnny Hay, for example, Ryan McLeod, there are people there who they have to finish first or second in London and run faster than 2:14.
Amongst the Brits, that is.
Amongst the Brits, absolutely, yeah. If they want Olympic qualification. If they don't do that here, that's it, they will not be selected. So there will be Brits who haven't got the qualifying who are prepared to take the chance. And that makes it interesting to see what they do, how they run the race, and people who have got the qualifying run the race equally. It'll be a fascinating experience to see who goes to Rio.
Dave, just a word on Chris Thompson, fabulous 10,000 metre runner, a great track pedigree. Last year came to London, ran just outside 2:11 and had a really strong debut, but hasn't got the Olympic qualifying time yet. And now he comes here that much more aware, a year stronger, a year more knowledgeable. You must have quite big hopes about Chris.
With Chris, I think it's a real shame that his time in London last year in his debut marathon didn't qualify him. 2:11.19, good quality time. Great track runner, wonderful pedigree. He has a career that has had to cope with a lot of injuries. As I understand it, he has had a good build-up to London, not a perfect build-up. If he is fit and healthy, he will definitely stand a great chance of qualifying for Rio. Let's hope he is.
And on the ladies' side, Dave, a very similar situation. We have 2 ladies who have got the Olympic qualifying, Ali Dixon and Sonia Samuels, both getting good times under 2:30 in Berlin last September. But Susan Partridge could be a threat.
I think that Susan stands a good chance. I understand her training has gone well. We also have Freya Ross in there, who previously has run 2:28.5, 2:29. I don't know enough about her build-up to know whether she's able to be competitive. But those girls are very similar to in the men's race. If you haven't got the qualifying time yet, you're going to have to run a race that gives you a chance of getting it and finishing first or second.